Having been diagnosed so late in the process. So there's stage one, two, three,
Mhm.
four.
Yep.
Right? So stage four, that's the last stage before it can get fatal, right?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. So knowing that and pushing through, what are you doing now with your second chance at life? How has it changed your perspective?
Man, that's a very good question. I think now I'm more present in the moment. Before I was always looking to the future. I will say coming out of a divorce as a man, it's like, well, what didn't I do right? Let me fix that. So I'm always thinking ahead, moving forward. And I think before that, I was missing the moment a lot. I wasn't necessarily living. I was just existing. I was still a good person. I was still giving value to the world, but I wasn't present. Even in my own marriage, right? I still love that woman. But now when I look at her not only as just someone who saved my life physically, but someone who just woke me up to the possibilities of just something beautiful, which is my own life, right? That moment, just not taking that for granted. Because like I said, man, that moment I passed out, I didn't realize it, right? And there are people who never come back from that. So just being in the moment, being present, understanding that, this is a gift. Just sitting here with you two guys, man, it's a gift. And I can't take that for granted.
Wow. Man, that's strong, brother. That's strong,
It's
man.
true, man.
And we can all be guilty of that. Something my wife frequently reminds me of is, baby, stop right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's some flowers over there. Go smell them.
Yep.
All right. You've done very well. You've accomplished a lot. I'm so proud of you. Like, look at where you were,
Mm-hmm.
when you graduated 10 years ago. Look at you. Look at how you're doing now. And those are things that we never really sit back and reflect on. You know what I mean? We never really have that introspection naturally. A lot of people never have that introspection naturally, where they just sit and reflect on all of the things that you've stood on top of, all the things that you've accomplished, being drafted into the NFL,
right.
Working with the city of Houston, man, being decision makers at both, standing on top of cancer, beating cancer, whipping cancer's ass. Like, how many people in the world can say that when cancer's taking so many people out?
That's right.
And it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter whose family you're in. Steve Jobs got taken out by cancer.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There were some things that he could have done differently, but at the same time, there are people who have billions of dollars, but if cancer gets a hold of you in a way that is irreversible, you're done. So the fact that y'all both beat it, Dre, how has beating cancer, what are you doing with your second chance at life, man? Like, how's it changed your perspective of things?
I gotta really be on my family because when I was playing ball, man, I also focused on playing ball. Like I kind of neglected my family a lot, and I didn't like that. So once with that cancer stuff, like my family's around me, and they really showed me how much they love me. I was like, man, I got to do better with my family, man. Because like I said, I was just so locked up in the football world. Like I didn't really give my family any love like I'm doing now. So I think really like it taught me how to love my family more and really be on their side, really be for them. Cause I wouldn't for them, man. I was really for myself. I really just all on myself, and I had to really open up and be more open to my family. Cause like they needed me. Like my niece need my nephew need me. They need me to show them the way. So I think I kind of just got better at like just being loving to my family.
That's good. So what are some ways that you do that specifically? Like, do you work with them on any aspirations that they have? I know you're in real estate now too, right?
Yeah, I'm in real estate now. Yeah. So I helped my sister buy her first house. Help my sister buy her first house.
Nice.
And I help my niece and my nephew all the time. Like I give them whatever they need. Like my niece living out here right now, so I'm there just talking to her about boys now. Like she's 13 years old now, so I'm talking to her about boys and how to negotiate between that, how to navigate through that. So helping her with that and helping my nephew. He's 4 now, but he had like kind of bad too. He kind of get mad a lot. So he get mad a lot. So I talked to him about like being calm, like really like just knowing what he's doing, like not really always trying to kind of get mad at stuff, like just kind of like calm down, like be more of a kid, because you still a kid, man. Like you a kid, like just be a kid.
Okay, no, and that's good, man. That's good. I got a 4-year-old, man. Trust me, bro. Like, my goodness gracious, I love that boy. He is my heartbeat. But he's a maverick, Jack. You know what I mean? And he ain't gonna do what you tell him to. He's gonna do what he wants. So we try to harness that. And he's gonna be starting flag football next week, man.
Okay, cool.
So if y'all can make it to
I heard he's fast, man.
Yeah, he got some wheels on him. I'm not gonna lie to you. He got some wheels on. So Dre, you're stepping back on the field after you beat cancer.
Mm-hmm.
What's your mentality? Do you how easy was it just to kind of get back on the field? Did you kind of feel like you had to tiptoe at first? Did you feel fragile?
Nah, I feel like I was ready, man. Like I said, I was constantly working out the whole time. Like going through the cancer, I worked out the whole time. Like I was in shape. Like I was ready to go play. So I got back on the field. I was right back into my form. I was catching picks I had 3 picks that year.
Yeah.
So I was fine, man. Like I was ready to play, man. I was ready back on that field.
That's good, man. How was it for you, Landon? Like obviously you didn't have a contact sport job,
Right.
But how was it for you returning back to the office, just kind of dealing with it? Did you have any moments that you broke down? Like, was there any times that you just sat and reflected on the fact that you had beat the cancer?
Yeah. And I still do often. Going back to the office, I think I became a better manager, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just understanding the value of life, work-life balance, different things like that, knowing that people go through things outside of that 9 to 5, 8 to 5, whatever that schedule is. And you have to be compassionate, still be a manager, but be compassionate. And I think from that, I've seen higher productivity, understanding people aren't machines. And, that was the biggest thing that I learned. And I think people appreciate that.
Okay.
And it really shown.
So if you enjoyed this short segment of the podcast, here's another short segment to watch if you click right here. Or if you want to watch the entire podcast, click over here.